Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lion Laws, and I will show you a B take on DE Santorini, provided you have like a proper team. So, first of all, you need the smokes. It actually begins just as the cache vent take, where you throw like a wall of smokes. So the first position you want to do that is stand here, and your buddy, second guy, stand here. I think you should have enough place. So once you make the wall of smokes, you kind of proceed here with 3 people and take control of this garden room. The way you do it is actually depending on this guy, because he will throw you like a flash from here, just running one. So it pops inside and you're able to do so. And once you've taken control of this room, you have one person kind of standing here, making sure that the mid guy doesn't cross generator. And this guy who just threw the flash, he has to kind of hold this position. So let's just do it once again. Throw the wall of smokes. So this guy, as you can see, if you stand here, he's able to spot if anybody is actually crossing towards the generator, and he's not exposed to mid. So the important part is that he communicates if somebody is actually crossing mid, and he's also can be like a lurker, wait for some rotations coming through here, because very rarely people actually check that. But even if they check, I believe you should have an advantage here, because you'll hear them coming. They're most likely going to be running, and if they're not, I don't know, up to you to win the duel. Even if you lose the duel, you still have the info. So yeah. At the same time, actually, you need to do this smoke. You see the third step, you kind of push yourself on the middle of it. Just stand here, and you see this, whatever that thing is, like a battery, or I don't know, like a condenser, whatever, I have no clue. And you kind of drag your way all the way up, so it aligns up with this thing. Make sure you're not like aligned with this wooden thing, otherwise the smoke would just bounce off. You need just a little bit to the right and up. Just tap forward and kind of throw the smoke. You see, I fucked up. That's how you should not be doing. You need like a little bit of practice with this one. I mean, obviously you need coordination to do the team. So, kind of tap forward, throw the smoke, and the smoke actually goes all the way here. It helps off clear this angle for whoever is going to be coming from here. You just need one person from underground and 3 people mid. So pretend that wall of smokes is still here, and the pop flash comes in. Your guys come in, just clear out this space. Surely they're not going to expect the pop flash, because the mid guy cannot really say it's happening, and the guy from here would still be useless. So the only possible way to kind of spot that, if the guy is actually holding this generator, right, and just kind of tells him the flash is coming, and he manages to dodge it and then kind of engage in a duel. But that's very unlikely, and you should still be able to trade effectively, provided you have like skill. So once you got control over this room, the thing you need to do now is get in this corner and throw a smoke like that. So you see kind of like the gap here, you just middle of the gap. It doesn't have to be like super precise, because the purpose of the smoke is to just bounce. You see the smoke just bounces right on the site, rendering people who holding here with the knob or M4 are essentially useless, and forcing them to approach you from this angle. But the thing you're gonna do after you throw the smoke again, you get a Molotov and just kind of throw it on top of the railing in the middle. It doesn't have to be very precise, so that it forces, as you remember, this is currently smoked, so the guy, if he's smoked, he kind of like expects this position, then Molotov flies in, he has to either jump on top of this thing, so you have, like, that's the only way he can actually go at the moment, or he kind of like, let's put it back in, or he has to engage in a fight here. Here he doesn't really have much cover, he only has the initiative, or he kind of like flashes himself in. But I believe there should be like enough panic for you to get the site. And additionally, the last thing that you want to do in order to avoid any pop flash rushes and stuff like that. Once you throw the smoke and you throw Molotov, this is a bit awkward one, but be careful. So kind of like make sure you throw a little bit on the right side actually, in the middle. So it goes like that. So even if the guy was holding here, he gets smoked off. He's like, oh wait, what should I do? He walks up here. He gets Molotoved, and the last thing this guy does. So it's like a pretty intensive thing. So I suggest you keep switching to the knife to chuck down the nades like quicker, like that, and just a flash. It bounces on sight, so pretty much every angle is blinded, whoever is holding. And now you just rush in. The rest of your team, they just rush in and just like kill people. If anybody's holding here with an AWP, like active angle, that pop flash, if they hold it with an AWP, the pop flash might not get them. So it is advised that whoever is like also available here just throws, after you throw a flash, just throw another one, let it flash and just get in. So the flashes are up to you, you just need to coordinate them. And that's how the take looks, really. As in, so two people use their smokes. You walk mid, kind of like boom, this shit is flashed, you clear it out. The guy who has a smoke just comes here, just kind of chucks his shit. Boom. And you're ready to go, guns blazing, check the corners, get the plant, and as soon as the Molotov fades, you kind of like, I don't know, do like flash like that, boom, and just clear out the site as much as you can. So yeah, that's the take. And this guy, whoever does it, just to repeat the thing that he does, he walks across here all the way down, kind of he sets up here, and he just throws his smoke at the same time that these guys are throwing. And oh wow, I threw it a little bit too far actually. Yeah, that's why you just need to tap, kind of like make sure you don't walk with it, because if you walk, otherwise it lands in a very awkward spot. So here he cannot really see anyone unless he steps on this thing, so you just need to make sure you practice the smoke so it lands properly. Kind of like that. Boom, you align yourself, tap, throw. This one should fly perfectly. And there it does. So yeah, and that's the take. Then he then obviously proceeds to flash people in and just kind of hold the position here. Make sure nobody crosses to generator without being exposed to the middle, because the AWPer might still be there waiting for someone to actually cross to this side of middle. And you can use the same wall of smokes in conjunction with just like the smoke here to safely cross around. But that was the first A take, and all that guy does here, he might the guy underground. So remember, you have 3 people storming mid. One guy is a lurker, and this guy just underground. And you first just wait for them to actually rush, so you don't get caught preparing nades and stuff. So just expect to rush a little bit, wait, and then once there's like a, I don't know, minute mark or something, you just don't show yourself. And then middle of column and edges of this brick, just kind of over here, throw a flash. Obviously don't walk into it, and you throw if the guy just kind of, oh shit, I got smoked, flashed, and he kind of like holds this angle. Actually, if he holds this angle, he'll probably see the flash coming though. So you need to be very, very careful. You can substitute the flash with a Molotov, theoretically. Except you need to walk a little bit. No, it's actually a terrible idea. Forget about it. So, once the guys exit here, their primarily concern would be, like, I don't know, just getting on site, possibly winning a duel here and or trading there. Like, the primary concern is to get on site and clear out this area, while the dude here, hopefully, I mean, I highly doubt someone would actually come here to hold this angle, but that's something you need to be very careful of. So if the guy is here, whoever is holding this angle has to be prepared for that. He just walks out here. Ideally, while the guy's chucking nades, the guy from lower is already coming here and clearing out this angle and engaging in a fight. Because here there's like a headshot area, so there's only a knob that you can be affected by, really. So you're supposed to, you really want to win this fight, and this take relies on getting like swift map control and winning the duels. Obviously, if you just lose duels, this take is going to be useless pretty much. So make sure you accommodate possibly other flashes in a... After you got the plant down, make sure you kind of like do it on the visible area. You should be still walled off, and there should be still a Molotov here. So kind of like walk in here in the cover, and then you just play it out. I believe this guy down here should still have a smoke, so he can do something like that. Never mind. Kind of like walk out to a smoke here. Oh, actually, yeah, he can do this smoke. Just walk backwards and throw it. And this smoke would render the guy he's holding here useless. So that's the rambling part. So you'd only need to clear out essentially this corner. So yeah, that's the take. I mean, hopefully that's gonna be useful at least for some people. Peace.